Hi, Pisces. Some sage to cleanse the area of negative energy. 3 chimes to bring in positive energy. This is a general reading for the sign of Pisces. If you have Pisces anywhere in your birth chart, this is your reading. It is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. You know what is for you and what is not for you. I always say, practice using your intuition. I think that the tarot, horoscopes, and even when you speak to family members or close friends or therapists, that's a good way to practice using your intuition. Tapping into your intuition and determining what is for you and what is not for you. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Pisces. Pisces, if this is your first time tuning in, a little bit about the layout for this reading. This top row is your business life, your professional life, your public life, how you present yourself in public, how you are being perceived in public, the energy that is surrounding you in your social life, in your public life. The second row is your home life, your family life, your personal life, and the energy that is surrounding you there. This third row is final thoughts, final messages. What is it that Spirit would like you to know or be aware of or take away from this reading? Many times you will find that this final row does really bring together the entire reading. And many times during those final minutes of the reading, things will begin to make sense, or things may be able to click. I will also let you know that time is not linear. So sometimes we hear the message a little bit early, or we hear the message a little bit late, but it does begin to make sense. The foundation, the basis of this reading is the Emperor card. And the Emperor card can represent the sign of Leo in the tarot, or rule. When we think of the Emperor, we think of someone that rules with a fair hand, and whether they are ruling fairly or unjustly is determined by the energy of that ruler, and that is driven by the King of Wands. I love that. And the King of Wands has mastered their passion, has mastered their passions, their desires, and has found a comfortable place. And if we look closer, we can see a little gecko there, a little lizard there. And I do believe that that lizard speaks to, at this time, changing with the tides and being comfortable with our life's purpose, our life's journey, and using that to rule our universe, our lives fairly and justly. And let's see how that plays into the rest of this reading here. We start off with the Moon card, and many times when we see the moon in the tarot, we will talk, or we will initially think of hidden secrets, hidden parts of our shadow self, something revealed. The Queen of Cups, many times when I see the Queen of Cups, I'll think of excess. Excess to the point where things have lost their spunk, lost their spark, lost their pull or drive towards us. They don't affect us like they once had. And then we have the banquet card, the setting of the feast, the guarding of the feast, followed by the Eight of Swords, being stuck. Work may be piling up. And the more that work or tasks become piled up, the harder they are to tackle. You know, Pisces, slow and steady does win the race. And many times during my readings, I will talk about being slow and steady, but there is a slow and steady. There's a difference between slow and steady and a standstill. We need to break things down into smaller segments, and so they're easier to tackle. And have one thing on our plate at a time. The hard part for you now, the challenge for you now, is getting started. Taking on that first task. You may also want to consider scheduling in downtime. So it's like if we break things down into simpler sections, into simpler tasks, and we do the one task, schedule in some time, and when that time is up, pick up the next task and continue, and so on and so forth. I really do believe that you're having a difficult time in getting motivated, starting or staying motivated. And if we can schedule in downtime and we can schedule things into smaller sections, that will help us get moving in the right direction. And again, slow and steady wins the race. It doesn't need to, Rome was not built in a day. As long as we're taking small steps in the right direction, we will get things done quicker than as if we didn't do anything at one time. And I love that we see this coupleships card. There's a close friendship, a close relationship. The Wheel of Fortune is spinning. The Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands many times speaks to our intuition, our inner knowing. And the Devil card, feeling tied. Are we feeling tied to a person or a relationship? Was it in last week's reading that we spoke about love not always being in the air for you, Pisces? But again, we cannot let past relationships or lack of past relationships hinder us where we are now, Pisces. Love is definitely still in the air for you. There's a relationship, a coupleship coming in, and the Wheel of Fortune is spinning. And the Wheel of Fortune is spinning again because I think it is going to require you to take action. It's going to require you to take a step and initiate. Perhaps in the past, you've let your passion run away with you. And because you've let your passion run away with you in the past, you've kind of built up a wall, built up a barrier. But now, again, the wheel is spinning spinning, and we can have the Wheel of Fortune. When that spins, we don't have any control where or when the wheel will spin. We have no control over where or when the wheel will stop spinning or where it will land. What we do have control over is the energy that we put in to that spin. And you know that that Wheel of Fortune is spinning for you now. And so if we take positive thoughts, positive energies, and put that out into the universe will pull that in for us. But it is going to require us to let go of the past and not be so guarded, not be so protective with our passions, with our desires. Trust your intuition. Trust your intuition in knowing that now is the time to step out of our comfort zone and say yes to people, places, and things that we may have said no to. Yeah, sorry about that, Pisces, but as I was saying, do not let the past hold you back or keep you from the present or keep you from moving towards a good, positive, loving future that the universe would like to bring in for you. And that is followed by the Five of Wands, a practice, a getting ready, a being prepared. The Strength card. Strength is within each of us. The King of Cups, no man is an island unto ourselves. And I love that the final card in your reading is the Four of Wands. Many times I will call this card the get out of jail free card, because if we look closer at what is going on, not only do we see a happy couple or a happy partnership, but we see people moving, breaking free, leaving the walls of the castle. The walls of this castle has served as a prison. I see you breaking free, being able to break free of the past, being able to break free of things that have held you back, breaking free and connecting with your passion, connecting with your inner knowing, your inner wisdom. And that is the message that I have for the sign of Pisces. Thank you, Pisces. You have a blessed week.